Like we've been talking about the arrival of Frieza for the past 35.
Back to Frieza. Frieza lands.
Frieza and King Cold.
In King Cold, they looking for Goku.
And then we're introduced to the one character that's was designed to bring in the female fan base into the group.
Wait, how did Trunks land, guys? Okay, never mind. I think I remember now.
All mysterious. The minions charged out and then they all died. And then
you said that the Trunks was supposed to be the heartthrob.
Yes.
Because he kind of looked like Leonardo DiCaprio.
He was designed to bring the ladies. And you know what gets me going? It kind of worked.
It did.
Because I know so many of my female friends who had crushes on Trunks.
I guess.
They said, you know that scene when he comes out of the hyperbolic time chamber and his hair is long and he's working out. I've had so many girls like saying, at that moment he could take me. I was like, let your head. Yo, Daddy Trunks. I was like,
Trunks doesn't look like anyone in Dragon Ball. Like, by that I mean his character design was so unique. Sure, we had characters like Zarbon, we had characters like the androids that are good looking, but Trunks didn't look like anyone.
Those blue eyes.
It was those blue eyes. It was that purple hair. Yeah. He was absurdly
have you guys watched Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah.
Something about blue eyes for some reason just has everybody just falling over.
Hello, Gojo.
But anyway, it's a particular type of eyes. I mean, Naruto has blue eyes. I don't see anyone throwing themselves at him.
No, he's got scruffy hair and everything.
But his dad is a different story, right?
Oh yeah, no. Hey, women fall for Minato Sensei. Anyway,
no. Even I would have fallen. The way he carried off. What's Naruto's?
Oh, Kushina.
The way he carried off Kushina after that is like, are you tired? Come, let's go. Carried into the moonlight, holding her hair. I was like, yeah, done.
It's fine. I can have a demon fox inside of me. It's all good.
Like, how did you do that?
Give me all the baggage that comes with demon. It's okay.
That man's name is Cold. He made her forget she had a demon fox inside of her. I'm sorry.
That Riz.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the Android saga. Sorry. Yeah. All right. So Trunks lands, does that cold anime thing where I want to ask directors or people not even that one. We got to talk about the sword slice when the people attack him the first time and then everybody just dies after he puts the sword in. It's just like, do the cuts not come until the sword is back in the sheet? I just want to know. Because in every anime, you hear shrink, and then even Samurai Jack, he did this as well. You have to shrink, and then you have to put it back in, and then everybody goes,
live action, bro. Kill Bill and all these samurai movies.
It's an anime trope. I think, remember there was the time we were talking about the anime trope about the explosive blood and where it came from? Oh. I think it's also from the same movie.
I think it's Akira Kurosawa. It's probably Akira Kurosawa inspired. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
we could.
I think it's Japanese movies. Yeah.
But then they also see it in some kung fu movies.
Yeah, no, like masters.
Yeah. So it's Asian. It's Asian.
It's Asian inspired. I got it. I think I know where it started from. I think I know where it started from. Clicking Fist of the North Star, something like that. You already did.
Oh yeah, Fist of the
Shinderu. Nani? Yes, that's the one. That's how it started.
Fist of the North Star was very smart because what they did is they rode off the wave of Sylvester Stallone's look, and it was the 80s.
No, that and Bruce Lee. They used that and Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway,
we'll talk about that movie.
Yeah.
Today we are like cats. Our focus is everywhere.
We're so sorry, guys. We're so sorry.
Anyway, so Trunks does his thing, né?
Yes.
And then he turns to Frieza and he says, "Goku's not the only Super Saiyan." And did you see the PTSD in Frieza's face? because Frieza's just like, this guy's lying. Then Trunks does one of the coldest, where he disrespects those guys that he defeated even more by transforming in front of them and making them fly like rocks. And then Frieza...
It's also the way he transforms.
Yeah.
His head slowly goes up. Then his eyes change.
No, when we talk about transformations, people they underrate that one. That was one of the that's top 4. That's top 4 for me.
For me,
it's top 4.
Like that's one of the best. And also,
let me see. So Goku, Gohan, Vegeta. Yeah, I got him at number 4.
So
I think my favorite transformations. Let's see. It will be Goku first to Super Saiyan. Bear in mind, right? Yeah, he's dead.
I'm just talking all transformations all time, not just
to Super Saiyan. Because if we had to count Super Saiyan 2, then I should go and take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Goku's transformation. He killed my best friend, but
yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
What did I want to say now? Oh, I wanted to say something, and it's something that I just thought about recently. Like, do we understand that Trunks coming at that time, defeating Frieza, knowing what the androids did to his home planet and whatever, to his timeline and Gohan dying and all, Frieza was basically just another Tuesday for Trunks. Like, he was not even a threat whatsoever. It's like, dude, I'm just gonna give my dad and his friends some entertainment before Goku comes back, because you're the last thing on my mind. Like, I came here to warn these people of androids. You're not even a threat right now.
You know what the other thing that you find out is that, canonically speaking, Frieza was going to die regardless.
Yeah.
Because if Trunks didn't show up, what Goku was going to do was going to instantly transmit to Earth.
Despite that, he was going to kill both. He was going to kill.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that I don't like about what's happening with Super Goku is that Z Goku, he literally said that this time it was game over. Had I seen Frieza again, it was game over. Like, I was not doing this thing of sparing. No, what? I gave him energy on Namek. But now we come to Super Goku and he's just like, I'll let you go and fight you another time. What's happening? Anyway, but we also need to talk about how Trunks didn't waste time. This was historical in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
We had never seen
a
2-episode fight with
a Saiyan.
Not even just a Saiyan, just a fighter in general. A 2-episode fight where he finished. Like, it's not even there was even anything left of Frieza. It finished.
Carbonized him.
But speaking of that, can I add on to that? I've always wanted to say, I always say to people that what makes Frieza my favorite villain in all of Dragon Ball is that guy was a threat and he couldn't regenerate. Cell could regenerate, Boo could regenerate. Frieza, the issue you had was killing him just once.
That is very important. But
how did he regenerate his tail?
No,
he transformed. Remember,
he transformed.
The tail
and then the tail came back to. Okay. Anyway,
and then he lost it again when he got hit by a spirit bomb, and it never grew back.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah.
How does a spirit bomb just cut off a man's tail? That's another question. Anyway, we'll come back.
Yeah, okay. Focus, gents. Focus.
Okay. I'm back. Okay. So,
all right.
Like I've said before many times, if Trunks can't kill you in a single episode, he will not kill you.
Yes, yeah.
He's not doing it for glory. He can see that is Trunks was supposed to be the definition of a Super Saiyan. A ruthlessly efficient killing machine. Right. There is no glory. There is no savoring the battle. There's no watching the bad guy squirm. He's everything that Vegeta aspires to be, but his own ego gets in the way.
Oh, by the way,
I would disagree with that, but sorry, go ahead, Khutso.
But in terms of being a Super Saiyan killing machine, instead of saying there and savoring, squirm,
I'm coming.
Scream for your life.
No, what I would say to that is that for Vegeta, the whole thing is about how Saiyans need to be the most feared, proud warrior race in the universe. That's his whole thing. Like when he kills you, he wants that legend to proliferate and spread across the universe or whatever. It's the only reason why he fights for Earth in the first place is because all these strong guys are landing and he's like, this is a chance for me to make the Saiyan name what it was supposed to be. Because remember, it wasn't that when Frieza landed. Because when Frieza landed, he took that legend with him. Like the Saiyans were no longer the most feared race in the universe. That wasn't what they were anymore. It was Frieza now. So Vegeta wants to build up that legend again.
Okay.
Trunks doesn't have any romanticism about his heritage.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any romanticism about. He's like, if somebody's strong here, they can kill everybody I love. So I need to make sure that I kill them first. That's his whole MO.
Okay. So basically, Trunks is a good version of Vegeta.
Yes, he's like,
100%.
if Trunks was the hero, the world would be safe.
100%.
Like there'd be no enemies in Dragon Ball Z that would have any issue. The world would be safe because he would kill them immediately.
Is the one thing I think it's the one thing that I actually like about Super, the way he took care of Babidi.
Yeah.
In the future, if there was no time for, wait, I wanted to find food. No, I was like, wait.
King Kai was like, Trunks,
My planet.
do something. Imagine Boo's gonna be released. This Babidi, and it's like, okay, cool.
I said,
Done.
So we got to talk about King Cold now.
Yes, I just wanted to add on quickly that at this point, Akira Toriyama was heavily influenced by. Huh?
Glitching again. I think the Illuminati are catching up to me.
I just wanted to say, sorry guys, I just wanted to say that at this
Can you
point,
guys hear me?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
at this point, so we mentioned in the Saiyan saga that Akira Toriyama was inspired by Journey to the West, right?
Yeah.
By this time, he was watching a lot of movies and he was inspired by Terminator. When you look at Trunks, the design of Trunks, it's heavily inspired by John Connor in Terminator 2. And obviously, Android 16, that's Arnold. That's not even, you can see that it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that whole time travel thing, it's inspired by Terminator. But he made it interesting. He made it very interesting. So that's just by the way. And
he did better than the
those...
Terminators after Terminator 2.
Yes.
Facts. And it's also, he also made it into a way where the time travel wasn't a solution.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm looking at you, Avengers. Sometimes just because you can go back in time doesn't mean it solves the problem.
Yeah, that's why I said you should finish. That's why I was talking about the Flash. But anyway, that's a story for another day.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay, cool.
Later. Like we need to have a separate one because no.
Yeah.
When I saw your message, I almost had an out of body experience.
Okay, James, we're going on another tangent. So King Cold.
Get back.
King Cold. That was one of the most satisfying. That's the only time you get a hint of Trunks being like that Saiyan arrogance or whatever. Is when he was dealing with King Cold. I mean, you see it with Frieza because he let Frieza power that whole attack and throw it, and then he let Frieza even just believe he was dead for a second, and then he came out with one of the coldest.
When a Saiyan does this, just know it's over. I've noticed.
and then after that, he decided to finish Frieza sharp. But then we get to King Cold, and like King Cold was like, "It's that sword. That sword is the reason why you're so powerful." So Trunks was even just like, "Here, hold it."
Yeah.
King Cold tries to attack. Trunks blocks it and Trunks just lets this man believe that he has an advantage of some sort just for a second. That is such a Vegeta move. But then Trunks is like, okay, I'm done.
I think the downside of Trunks' appearance though is that it gave rise to the trope of the next villains are more powerful than the last ones.
Yeah.
I think that's the downside. The only downside.
Oh yeah.
Because it just kept rolling from there.
Right.
No, he was there to power scale the androids because they needed to show that Frieza was nothing compared to the androids.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
and disturbing. Now imagine.
Look, I still can't figure out how these androids are so strong, man. If they can defeat an alien that can destroy planets like that, and they're just you can't even detect their power.
Never underestimate the power
Dr.
of
Gero.
vengeance. You know, I like the official, unofficial motivations behind Dr. Gero.
Mm. Okay,
Because
okay, we're gonna guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about Dr. Gero later. Let's let's focus. Let's focus. Let's.
All
okay,
right.
but Dr. Gero features now. This is the Android saga. It's where he appears. So
Okay, but we're not there yet. We're not there
Yeah,
yet. So
that's what I meant. Yes.
okay, so thingy King Cold, Trunks
Dave,
bodies King Cold,
yes,
dope fashion. Then we get to see this is something I'm sure Tebelo enjoyed very very much. Is we get to see Vegeta just be very upset that there's another Super Saiyan in the universe and it's not him.
It's
it's
not
the
him.
stress, the stress that it must have given him. Oh wow!
I think his widow's peak even went higher during
You
this
know,
saga.
screw the fact that it's his only child, but still, like you, how dare you exist?
Yeah. So anyway, we all wait for Goku to arrive.
Hmm.
Goku arrives, and the first thing he says is, "Why are you guys here? Like, what are you
Okay,
doing here?" I
I guess
hate it. This is that one moment actually in the entire Dragon Ball series where I didn't like Goku. That moment, because
Why?
I don't know. I just felt, look, Trunks. I was entranced with Trunks. Like Trunks had like caught my attention. He was cool. He was whatever. He killed, and then here comes this guy that I'm supposed to love again. And the first thing he says is, "Why are you guys here?" You know,
why are you guys still alive?
yeah,
No, well, the thing I think he was asking is because remember, I think Goku also caught wind that Frieza was headed to Earth.
right.
So I think what he was doing is he was rushing over to. I think he was originally gonna go meet them at Kami House or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then this Frieza situation happened. So the first thing Goku thought is, let me go to where Frieza is.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think he's confused as to why everybody's trying to get there to Frieza because he's just like, none of you have any power level, anything that can deal with Frieza.
That makes sense then. That makes sense. And
Which
Bulma is there, and well, she's like, people are like,
Bulma?
"Why? What are you doing here?" She's like, "But
Situational awareness.
what is the action?" She was guarding Vegeta, guys. We've established that she's the savior. She was
Yes.
making sure that Vegeta doesn't do anything crazy.
You want this? Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm?
Don't blow up the planet. Don't blow up the-
Anyway,
You ain't getting this if there's no planet to. If there's no planet.
so we need to look at this from Goku's eyes. Okay, Frieza is dead. And there was another power that seemed to be way stronger than Frieza's, but they're all gone. And who's this guy now?
Who's this kid?
And he says he's a Super Saiyan?
No, he showed him. Like,
Yeah. So Trunks puts him to the test, which is one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. Goku just, I guess, applies his key on his finger, and
talk about low key flexing. It's like, you know
yo,
what?
you,
Those
you know
same
what?
moves that killed Frieza.
You know what Akira wanted to do? I think there, he just wanted to say, guys, remember this is the main character of the show.
Yeah.
I know you guys like Trunks. I know
Yeah,
you like Trunks.
I know
Just
you
remember.
ladies want him,
yeah, but this guy,
but he's the main character. He's just a pretty boy.
oh, because that scene was amazing, man. With a finger, the guy who just
Ting, ting,
destroyed
ting, ting, ting.
Frieza and his dad, who sliced Frieza up. You're stopping him with your finger? That was
Yeah, and
amazing.
you know Vegeta was so mad.
When Goku turned Super Saiyan and Trunks turned Super Saiyan,
Yeah.
existential crisis.
He was having nightmares.
But
And then
because
he witnesses the guy who just killed Frieza, the guy he couldn't defeat,
yes,
being stopped by Goku's finger. It's like,
can you imagine how it felt like knowing that even if you do make it, you'll forever be known as the third Super Saiyan?
No, I think Vegeta, once he's Super Saiyan, he just gaslights himself and everyone else into thinking he's first. I don't think, like, I think he's so delusional at that point that he's just like, I'm not counting. I don't care. It's me now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So, thingy. Then after that, everybody, like, Trunks tries to tell everybody what's going to happen and all of that
Trunks
stuff.
tells Goku.
He only tells Goku.
No, they have a group discussion because he tells Goku. No, he tells Goku first, but then doesn't Bulma make the suggestion to go find Jiro or something like that?
That happens like years later.
Oh, that later?
Yeah.
No, that was a secret conversation between Goku because Trunks was like, "Look, I'm gonna be born in a few years.
I'm Vegeta's baby.
I'm Vegeta's son.
Bulma's my mama. Don't tell them."
And Goku laughs. It's like those two.
Don't worry, Yamcha will find someone else. I'm yet to find someone else. Who did Yamcha end up with? Trunks, tell me. No. Tell me right now.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering.
So even Vegeta is like, this kid says something and Goku's on the floor. You know, he takes everything seriously. Yes. Like, but Goku's like, don't worry, man. Your secret is safe with me. I won't tell anybody. Okay.
Only to know that Piccolo had everything.
His ear was like this.
Piccolo Piccolo is the OG snitch. I mean, the fact that he can hear everything on the planet, he was quiet the whole time, just listening.
No, he's not a snitch. What happened is he knows everything, but he's just like, I'll hold on to that.
He decides to keep business. He decides to keep it a secret, but the way he tells the group.
No, I mean, he was being spicy because he's just like, I need to stick it to Vegeta for Namek.
The way he tells everyone 5 years from now, in a city 5 miles, something miles west of West City.
That's what I'm talking about, because he leaves out the other part. He leaves out the Trunks being born part, but he tells everybody about the androids part because
Trunks also tells Goku that, dude, you're gonna die of a heart virus. Yes. So here's a cure. Yeah, please use it.
And can you talk about that?
Okay.
Can you talk about how Trunks gave you the cure, aka also the vaccine? Mm-hmm. Take the damn medicine.
Yeah.
But it's Goku. You know, he's just like, I'm good. Do I really need it? And then he finds out he needs it big time.
You see, that's the only thing I'd forgive about Trunks is Trunks didn't know enough about Chi-Chi. Because if I was Trunks, I would have gone to Chi-Chi. I would never have trusted.
Chi-Chi would have force-fed. Chi-Chi would have force-fed that thing.
Straight to Chi-Chi. Straight.
Oh, Gohan. I'd have given it to Gohan. Gohan was there. Like, Gohan, listen.
No, it has to be Chi-Chi. Like, Gohan has too much respect for Goku. Yeah. It has to be Gohan. I mean, it has to be Chi-Chi, where she will put it in his mouth for him.
Or Bulma. Because Bulma would have made sure to have enough stock.
Yeah.
It would have...
Or made the medicine from scratch.
Yeah. But anyway, please continue, Buck. You were still explaining that Piccolo...
Yeah, I'm saying that I think Piccolo tells everybody so that they can start training. Right. And then that's when I think somebody makes the suggestion to go find Jiro. And then Goku's like, no, I want to take them on and see what I can do. It sounds exciting. And
which was a good idea. Finding Jiro before time and destroying it.
There's no show. There's no Dragon Ball.
It's like going back in time and killing baby Thanos.
Which Rhodey suggested. And then Banner is like, no, we're not going to do that. No,
it's not going to work.
And Rhodey was like, dude, let's just... Come on.
No, you want to talk about a plot hole in Avengers Endgame? Why don't they just go back to the moment when Thor put the giant axe in Thingy's chest and then just make sure that they kill him there? Like... Or just make sure that they take his arm off so he can't snap.
It's fine. If you went back to that moment, just as he was about to chop off his arm, because then it would be future Thor's like, oh, wait, there's a better choice instead of the head. Poof!
You guys are going way too far.
Okay, anyway.
Thor should have been given... they should have taken Thor to a point where Quill was like, where's Gamora or something? Kick Quill's butt... Chop Thanos' head off while Mantis has her hands on his head. That's it.
but of course, it's one of the 14 million
Right.
variants that.
No, they had like I could think of like 5 ways they could have.
Please,
Anyway, that's
even that
another
channel,
franchise. That's another
even that
franchise.
other channel. I forgot the name of the channel now.
Are you talking about how it should have ended?
How it should have ended. They had like five
Yeah.
different endings, and each of them makes more sense than the last.
They
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I
They
mean,
don't call him Doctor Strange for nothing. He was a lying piece of work. That guy.
Anyway,
he's an idiot. But no comment.
back to Dragon Ball. Back to Dragon Ball Z. So now, what's this? People are trying to prep for these androids or whatever. Everybody's training. We get to see a really cool training sequence between Gohan and Piccolo and Goku, which was really cool because like the thing that the other thing that people like Gohan fans, and this is my fellow Gohan fans, that they don't seem to understand about this character. Gohan is very much aware of what the situations are. It's not that he loves fighting. It's not. It's just that he knows that if he doesn't, the end result means there's no planet, there's no family, there's nothing. So when people go, Gohan's not a fighter, yeah, but he's not an idiot either. So he's training because he knows he needs to be strong enough to deal with whatever's happening.
Whatever's coming. And what the only thing that grinds my gear is that Gohan and Goku should have really been focusing on the Super Saiyan training from the get-go.
Yeah, but I think at the time they really didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knew, because also I don't like Goku didn't know about what this like how bad this hard thing was gonna be because it's Goku. He was probably underestimated. He's like whatever.
And they didn't know about Cell at the time. Remember?
Yeah, that being said, I mean you've heard that there's 2 warriors are coming, that they're going to be tough even for Super Saiyans. You found out that a half-breed can become a Super Saiyan. Right. And you decide, no, let's just train Gohan up, but let's not really focus on him becoming a Super Saiyan. I mean, it says that 2 people, the only 2 people there that actually knew who Trunks was Piccolo and Goku.
Right.
So they know this half-breed can become Super Saiyan. And now you're going to tell me it's only after things, when the po-po hits the fan, do then decide, no, what, Gohan, it's time for you to be Super Saiyan. I think that's one of the one of those things that grinds my gears. That was like, I would have started right then. They're like, bitch, it's Super Saiyan time.